Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with InvestorMore, standing outside a house flip that we are finally ready to list again. This has been an absolutely crazy house that has had a ton of different things go wrong with it, and I'll talk about all of that. Luckily, it's small, and some of the fixes have been easier than we thought they would be. Foundation problems, flooding problems, Section 8 tenant problems, roof problems, lot line problems. Pretty much everything that went wrong could, but you just have to move on and keep going. So I bought this house occupied from the MLS with Section 8 tenants in place. Never really had a problem with Section 8 before. However, these tenants, when we tried to end their lease, they didn't want to leave, even though they're on month-to-month lease. And we ended up having to evict them. But before the eviction was done, they moved out in the middle of the month without telling us and turned off all the heat, and the house froze. So when the house froze, it flooded the kitchen and the living room, which had hardwood floors. So all the hardwood floors buckled, the floors in here buckled, the cabinets were trashed and moldy, the subfloor was bad. So we had to come in here and have our guys redo the kitchen, which we didn't think we'd have to do, redo the floor, all kinds of stuff. So I bought this for $155,000, was thinking it would be worth around $215,000 when we were done, and was hoping to spend like $20,000 on the repairs, maybe $25,000. And we've ended up spending probably more like $40,000, maybe more than that, after everything that's happened. So we had the flood, fixed up the house, got it repaired, and put it on the market. We had a few interested people. Then we got under contract, and they did their inspection. Well, during their inspection, their inspector said it looks like the foundation is only 18 inches deep. So the crawl space is actually right here. And I might just show you right now, because I have a lot to talk about and this house is small. But so the foundation is only 18 inches deep, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I showed another video. Oh yeah. So you can see right there, it should be 30 inches deep to go below the frost line, is what the inspector said. And it's like that all the way around the house. So we said, okay, we'll give you $10,000 off the price or credit to fix the foundation, so we don't have to worry about it. We can get it all done. Boy, that's beat up and dirty. Look at that. They were going to agree with it, and then like literally 2 days before closing, they said, no, we don't want to do that. We're just going to cancel. So we found an engineer, had an engineer come look at the house, the foundation. He said, this house is a shed, literally his words. The foundation's junk. You have to redo all of it. And we said, okay. Do you have any suggestions for companies that redo it? He said, it's a shed, tear it down. That was the engineer. So we got a bid from Complete Basement Systems. I will name names today. And they gave us a bid for $85,000. Oh, look, there's some of the stuff. To replace the foundation, which is just crazy. I knew that was crazy, especially when they said it would be, what, $16,000 just to excavate around the house. And it wasn't even a new foundation they're doing. They're putting in piers and some steel supports. They weren't lifting the house. $85,000. So I did a video on that, and I'll try to link to all the videos in this house. We have a lot. And decided, hey, let's get a second opinion. Obviously, I'm not going to spend $85,000 to replace the foundation. And well, I really don't remember what rooms I've showed you and not shown you, so I'm just going to keep walking around the house. Got another bid from Colorado Structural Systems. I think that's them. I'm naming names. They came in, brought an engineer, and said, hey, yeah, your foundation is 18 inches deep. But the house is 70 years old and is literally a 1/4 inch off center from one corner to the other. and they said it's fine. There's no need to fix the foundation. However, kind of in here, they said our supports in the middle of the house weren't up to par. They need to put a beam from here to there with foundation footers, everything. So with the engineer's certified letter saying it's okay, their work, all that was involved, $5,000. So we had that done, and they came in, did their work, got our letter, sweet. So we came in after that, and then we had one of our guys install this floor, which is kind of like a slide-in vinyl piece stuff. I'm not sure. We got a massive clearance at Home Depot. It's very cheap. But there were gaps. It wasn't installed right. So we decided to have one of our other contractors come in and put the floor in right. And then you guys might remember too, in the before video, this kitchen opening was very narrow. Like, my hips barely made it through here. And then the contractors who were refixing our floor showed me over here, this drawer wouldn't open because it ran into the edge of this drawer when it was shut. And nobody found it. We didn't find it. Our first contractor didn't tell us. The inspector didn't find it when we had it for sale and under contract. Nobody knew it. And then once we were looking at everything, we realized there was fillers over here on this side where there didn't need to be fillers. It probably should have been a filler over here. And the kitchen wasn't put in exactly how it was drawn up. And that's part of the reason why that opening was so small. So we decided to pull out the entire kitchen again, took out the filler, put the cabinets back in. I think we ended up getting 2 smaller cabinets, ordered brand new cabinets, so that we had enough room for the fridge and enough room to put the filler in there. The drawer's now open. We moved that over 4 or 5 inches. Now you have a proper walkway, and it just looks much better. It works now. So, after a flood, installing the kitchen twice, doing foundation work, redoing the floor, we had to do some structural work in the roof because we replaced the roof, and later on it started sagging more because there were some trusses up there that were broken, so fix that. We also realized after we bought it that that's the neighbor's land right here. This corner lot we thought came with this property. That's totally my fault for just not paying attention. But that whole lot over there is not part of this property. So there's a tiny lot right there. And that was something I didn't know about. So all in all, we've had a lot happen with this house. You know, when it flooded, we had to tear out drywall, replace that. But we finally made it, hopefully, to where it's ready to sell again. And like I said, we bought it for $155,000. We probably spent at least $40,000. I don't know the total. We'll be listing it probably for just under $230,000 is my guess. We'll have another $25,000 in other costs, probably at least. So we might break even-ish after other unexpected costs. Who knows what will happen? But all in all, it could be much worse, but it still hasn't been the best deal either. And as you can see, we are still staging our properties. Had this staged, and Nikki and I were just talking about how we're not sure how much we like the layout, how they staged it, but it still looks much better than just being vacant. It kind of accentuates that there is no dining room when there could be, bar stools or a different layout. But it's still better than us staging it and taking all the time to do that. So who knows? I told Nikki she can start a staging company. I don't think she liked that idea. But the property's done. Had a few, 4 different contractors in here. Looks good. Hopefully all the problems are taken care of now. We have a certified engineer, not for just an engineer's letter saying the house is structurally fine, the foundation's good. Hopefully it's good to sell now. So we'll be listing it today or tomorrow. We'll get the sign up. Professional pictures are being taken actually today or tomorrow, I think. So as soon as we get those, we'll list it and get it on the market. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this one and all the things we've been through. Be sure to check out investformore.com. I have much more information on all our flips. We have 13 going right now. We just bought one this week, but it turns out the seller is not out of it yet, so we're still waiting for him to get his stuff out and get moved out. And selling another one tomorrow, so that will be good. And we have a few more coming up that will be done very soon. I'll show videos of those. And that's all for now. So we appreciate the comments, the thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you have any suggestions, leave them below, and we'll be back with many more videos.